everyone, welcome to our new streaming. I'm Hernández, I'm a community manager here in Mercury's team, and I'm with Hernán Ojuel. He's a technical designer here. Hi, Hernán.
Hi everyone. Hi Laura. Hi Karen. Hi.
And I'm also with Laura. You know her because the last streaming was with her. She's a QA tester, and she's going to talk about the new heavy metal update. How are you?
Hi.
Well, guys, if you know, if you want, we can start talking about the new things we have speak about the on the videos, and yeah, here we go.
Yeah, it's pretty much we will be covering the main features of the upcoming release of the update that we call heavy metal.
Yes.
And the thing is that you, Laura, you will be giving us like some walkthrough over the main features. But while we speak, you can, even though you can still ask us questions, and we can try to answer them, anytime, even though they are not necessarily like super related to whatever we're saying at the moment. And also afterwards, after we have finished some like generic explanation, maybe we can like go
into more detail.
Yeah, into more detail, and maybe open the menus and show people how does everything work. So this is what we're gonna do. So,
well, I'm going to explain you some of the new features we're planning for this great upgrade. So
I know this stream is going to be so fun.
I don't know.
Yes, I know.
Let's try.
Looks like it.
First of all, we have recreated the forge system. You may wonder how. Well, we thought that blueprints were too binary. You either have a blueprint or you don't. So we tried to create a new system based on weapon parts that would make it more affordable. Let's see. Hernán, do you want to explain some of the...
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the thing about what's coming next when it comes to the forge system in the heavy metal update, it's mainly like it's not like we are erasing blueprints from the game, but we are changing everything that was given to you as a daily reward when it came to weapon crafting. Was mainly like it was either like a daily common blueprint or a daily rare blueprint, depending on the tier that you would have or that you would be in at that moment. And now we are changing that. We're changing the whole paradigm, as you said. Like the previous system was like way too binary, and it had like a share of problems that you also guys let us know through the forums and all that stuff. Like some of the possible outcomes of the system were a bit frustrating at times. Like sometimes you would play a match and you would just lose
the blueprint, and it gets you so frustrated.
Even though you won, you could still not win the blueprint, and you'd have to wait like a whole day. So it's like during that day you just didn't feel like you progressed, because actually you didn't really progress at all. So we're changing the paradigm right now. When you play for your daily rewards, out of the first 4 matches, 3 of them will feature different sizes of what we call weapon parts cases, and those cases basically are like filled with tiny weapon parts. And the thing is that instead of using the blueprints, from now on you'll be using these weapon parts in order to craft different weapons. So unlike the previous blueprint system, this weapons part system is totally unlinked from the character that you're actually playing. So this also lets you use your extremely overpowered Constantine build that you have with a really high level forged weapon, and you can use that character in order to farm weapon parts, so that your newly recruited Spacelord, so that I don't know, maybe I just recruited Soma, for instance, so that Soma can get some weapons without having to use her, and even I can farm some weapons for her even before I have recruited her. I just save the weapon parts so I can spend it later. So it's way more flexible. It was also like a way of giving you guys flexibility, so that the whole crafting system would feel better.
And so there's so many weapon parts. There's like 12 weapon parts.
Yeah, the thing is, it's also kind of like a little mini game when it comes to crafting all by itself. The whole part thing is like there's like 12 different kind of parts, and they have like different levels of rarity, and you know, some weapons do share like some of the parts that you have to spend in order to build that weapon, and some others are like more rare. So yeah, when it comes to that really huge piece and complex piece of information, we made a post in the official forums in this subforum that we call Ship's Luck, in which you can check like all the prices in weapon parts for each weapon's crafting, and also like which kind of cases do we have, and which how, and also check the amount and the different types of weapon parts that each one of the cases brings you.
So you have all the information, so no excuses, guys. You can look it up anytime you want.
So yeah, that's basically like the most like shortest explanation that we can make when it comes to the new Forge system. But if you have like more questions about some details on how it may work, please
we could read some questions from chat. I don't know if it's possible to have the live chat to read some questions. So so yeah, there's a question from Shoni. He says to Ojuel, are there any plans to get a bigger cap?
Do we really need a bigger cap though?
We don't need it.
Look at this monster here.
No, I forgot my cap.
You don't have a cap?
I forgot my cap.
Well, lucky for you.
No.
I have so many caps.
Be careful.
Be careful with the water though.
I need my doggy cap.
Oh, sorry. I don't have the doggy cap.
Oh my god, so much rush, I forgot.
And I don't know, maybe even...
We feel naked with our cups.
But that's why I'm bringing so many cups. I really don't want to feel naked. Nice. Even though it's so hot right now, it wouldn't be such a bad idea either.
Okay, so en nota? So with our current blueprints, we can get weapons with no cost.
Yeah, that's one of the main changes that I actually forgot to tell you right now. It's like blueprints right now are basically given to you guys as monthly rewards. They are not daily rewards anymore, and they're like way more, like overpowered than before in that sense. So yeah, they, a single blueprint grants a single crafting of a weapon for free, and it's also an instantaneous build, because the other main biggest change on the whole Forge system is that we drastically reduced the gold cost of weapon crafting, but on the other hand we put some forging time that you can skip by paying some extra gold. But in if in your case you don't have the extra amount of gold, it's okay. You just pay for a reduced amount and just wait for it. So blueprints right now, when the heavy metal update comes in, they will be like insta build. You won't have to wait. You won't have to pay. So it's kind of like a free check in order to.
And it just take 10 seconds to forge a weapon with blueprint.
Yeah, it's instantaneous. I mean, you just still have to wait for 10 seconds.
10 seconds, guys.
But to me, 10 seconds feels kind of instantaneous.
Yeah.
So
just go to the bathroom, come back, and your weapon will be forged.
Yes.
I mean, going to the bathroom is more than 10 seconds, though.
Well, depends.
At least in my case. But
Sergey Kuczynski.
This gets into personal.
Yeah. And we just got started.
Really?
So yeah.
Okay, so Sergey Kuczynski says, question is, is blueprint gonna go away? No. Are we gonna get only craft parts?
Well, that's a really complicated question. No, blueprints are not going away. They are not getting erased from the game.
No, that's really important for you to keep in mind.
Yes.
They're not going to disappear, they're just going to evolve.
Yeah, there's like two cases scenarios that you can have here. If you already own a blueprint, nothing bad happens to your already owned blueprint. When the update kicks in, it's just that, okay, you have a blueprint, and actually it will be upgraded to a better new blueprint, because it grants you an insta build for a weapon, and the crafting will be like gold free. So that's like way better than the current blueprints. And when it comes like to the question of how can I earn new blueprints once the heavy metal update kicks in, well, the main source of blueprints right now is going to be like the monthly rewards. So that's the thing.
Yes.
Blueprints wanted. Well, I was going to write this up here,
Blueprints won't go away.
What the?
but I wasn't
That's
really
yeah,
sure.
they won't
So
go
I just
away.
say-
Sure, that's the
They won't
message
go
here.
away.
It's
Yes.
like the same stuff that I just told you guys, but in a more reduced version.
Yeah, in a
just
more
in case you don't
ridiculous
want to listen
version.
to the
Yeah,
whole thing. But yeah, they are not going away. They're still with us. We really love blueprints, both common and rare. I feel like blueprints are kind of like our children, you know.
Yeah,
You know.
we really love them.
What
So-
children? I only have cats. Sorry,
But
I don't know what
They're
you're
kind
talking
of like
about.
little cats, you know, like blue
Yeah,
cats.
neither of us have children.
Actually,
anyway.
that's right.
I'm not. No, I don't think so. So yeah,
Do
let's.
you, Hernan?
No, I really don't.
Do you have hidden children?
Hidden secrets.
So yeah, no.
He doesn't.
So yeah, we have like Pro Bowl Lone or Pro Bowl 1 Ranger.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Will the monthly rework blueprints still be random weapons?
I remember you.
Yes, they will still be random when it comes both to characters and to weapons. The only thing that's really not random is the rarity, because when you earn like a blueprint from a monthly reward, it's either common or rare. So yeah, it's kind of like the same story as before, but now it feels we wanted it to feel more like a special prize. Like, okay, maybe you don't get to choose the weapon or the character, but you get like a little surprise, like this insta build and free weapon crafting. So it's we feel like even though it's still random, it's way more rewarding than ever before.
Cool.
So what's going on here, guys?
Hey, Spacelords, how are you?
Hi, I just
Hey,
got
Sakura.
lost. If
So-
you choose,
See, see.
if you choose to grab some weapon with pods plus gold, will I be able to put more gold into crafting to reduce the time it takes to craft them?
Wow, that's so many crafts in that sentence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if I choose to craft some weapon with parts and gold, that means by not using the blueprint, will I be able to put more gold into crafting to reduce the time it takes to craft them? Yes, and it really works in a really simple way, but it may be a bit tricky. This is how it works. The thing is that I pay like this reduced amount of gold, and afterwards I spend this set of weapon parts, and then it goes into a forge slot, which we could actually be showing here real time, like the
Sure.
forge slot. Why don't you I don't know, you go to some character and just start forging some weapon
So
with
guys,
weapon parts?
this is the new menu.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is like a world exclusive here
Cool.
because we are showcasing like these for the first time ever,
Yep.
like this menu
Just for you guys.
just for you guys and everyone who stumbles.
Oh,
upon
they
this
haven't
video.
seen this yet.
Not like this.
This
because
is the new crafting on the menu.
so yeah, could you
this is-
craft some weapons?
First of all, we're gonna present you this new menu, okay?
Yeah,
You
but
have-
we still haven't. Sorry, I'm stopping. But maybe we should answer
Are
the
you
question
being rude?
first, just
Are
a
you
little
being
bit. But no, because this support guy, he asked us like, will I be able to put more gold in crafting? And I was about to explain like the little
Okay,
details.
okay.
Yes,
Explain
you will be
yourself.
able. The thing is that there's like a fixed amount, like a per hour fee that you have to pay in gold. So if there are like some hours left in until the craft finishes, you have to pay just for those hours. So what you can do, like at the end of your play session, at the end of the day, you can, pay the reduced amount of gold and send your weapon to one of the forge slots, and afterwards you just don't pay anything yet. Just wait for it, go to sleep, and maybe the following day when you log in, maybe there's just like a few hours left. So if you pay the gold, then you pay just for the hours that were left. So that's exactly how it works.
So depending on the rarity, I mean, if it's a common or a rare, it depends the time as well.
yeah,
Yes, actually I
and
have
the money. That's
it's
important.
both time and money. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
the same stuff.
important.
Right now, the time requirement for common weapons it's 20 hours, which is basically coming the following day, and the time for rare weapons it's 40 hours, which is basically like a little bit less than 2 days.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
you're forging something, right, Laura?
Yeah,
What are you forging?
I am forging everything. First of all, I'm forging a big eager.
Okay, this is
a common weapon.
okay. This is a
So you can
vicious
see-
common weapon. Yeah.
You can see more or less how much does it cost.
Yeah, it's basically
6.
because it's a common weapon. It's just 6 weapon parts.
Yeah.
All common weapons take like are like 6 weapon parts of cost, and then it's the
Money.
reduced amount, just
and 20 hours.
16,000 and then 20 hours, which is basically the. So let's begin the construction.
Let's just forge it.
Let's just forge it.
Roll with it.
Okay. So we are forging something.
We have to wait how much? 20 hours.
20
We don't have 20 hours. Come
but
on, guys.
Or
still-
you can pay for it.
Yeah,
Can
sure.
you please
we
show
don't
us
have
the
20
forge
hours.
slots though, so that people can understand it? You know, like in
Sure. Here, I got it prepared for you.
the. Okay.
Not really. I'm improvising. But there we go.
Somehow I was already suspecting you were improvising.
Why?
I just wouldn't say it out loud. but-
Am I being too weird?
No.
No.
You're lying. You're bad liars.
So
Then
yeah,
we
let's
have-
craft some other weapon.
Yeah.
This is Smoking Daisy over here. It's a rare weapon.
This is, you know, guys, I told you in my last stream, and this is my favorite weapon ever. So how do I forge it now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 basic features.
Okay.
So we have to, you know, like in the last menu, you just have to set with a certain quantity of points to be assigned. You have to place them in all these 4. I really like the caliber and the lethal. I'm just going to forge it for my own, okay? So
Yeah, that's a bit more costly, right? Because it's a rare
it's a gold
weapon.
one. You can't pay the same to a common one than a gold one. So
It's rare. We call it rare. It's golden, but it.
It's okay.
come on, you don't have to be racist.
So yeah, just split it already and show the weapon forge slots.
Yeah. So you really need these weapon parts, which are
Yeah.
named right here. It's light frame, medium frame, heavy frame, conventional. Well, you can read it on your own. And here you go. Begin construction, and you send it to the forge.
So we
So
have
what will
like
you
2
do
weapons
now?
getting forged right now.
Yeah, but I don't. Let's pretend I don't have a day because I'm moving to San Francisco, for example. I always wanted to move to San Francisco. Let's move
Okay.
to San Francisco. So we press the button complete construction. Yes. And we have it. We have it, you guys. So we equip it. And now you can play with it.
So yeah, and if you could please show like the weapon forge slots, you know, like down there, you know, in the button, so that people can see like the other weapons still, you
What?
know. Yeah, down there, you know, with the in the okay.
No, you
Thank
go.
you.
It's
So
your turn.
over here,
Oh,
it's like where
okay.
you check like the general state of the game, and also we have like the in this case we have already unlocked all the forge slots, but you know here everything that you're forging just stays here.
You have
So in the-
5 slots.
Yeah, that's
the first one
that's
comes with level 10, the second one with level 20, the third one with
that's totally right.
no, 30, 50, 70.
So yeah, basically it's like you keep like
Got really good memory.
the building slots. Yeah, it's like the first one's 1, 10, 30, 50, and 70. So yeah, it's basically as you keep progressing, you can build more stuff at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, and after it's, you know, and when you open the game like on the following day, you will just see this and you can check like how is everything going. So that's pretty much like the basic way of use. Are there like
Oh,
questions?
anyways.
Yes, sure. From 7. Well, this is not a question. At least they seem to cost half gold now. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. So another question from him. If you
Oh,
wait the
nice.
entire time for building it, won't have any extra gold cost, right?
That's totally right, and it happens the same stuff with talents. Whenever you put something into one of these forge slots, it's like you pay like this reduced amount and these weapon parts, and you don't pay anything else.
Well,
If you
we
have-
haven't talked about talent
If you
yet.
have nothing, yeah, we still haven't talked about talents. If you have nothing against waiting a little bit, it's basically like a reduced, price entry for it.
Cool. So Sherry from Tosno, he's from Discord. Hi. Could we trade blueprints for parts? If no, then what's going to happen if I get duplicate for blueprint? It's just going to turn into 2,000 gold as before?
Yeah, like basically, there's no conversion from blueprints to parts.
separate things.
If you keep, it's like the same also when it comes to blueprints and to randomly assigned or wind blueprints. It works the same as before. So the thing is that right now, it's just like way less probable that this may happen to you, because you will have like way less blueprints. Blueprints are becoming like more exclusive, more rare to be seen in a way. So it's way more difficult to earn a blueprint that you already had before, you know.
Okay, so I don't know. I think I need more information from Diode advanced features.
Yeah, I think this is speaking about.
Oh, this one.
You clever
Okay.
one.
So yeah.
You clever one.
What about the advanced features over here? Well,
It's about to come.
Oh yeah. This is a empty slot because it's something that is going to be released in the
Well.
future.
Well.
It will. I mean, just keep in mind this is a work in progress, so everything may change.
Yeah, you don't pay that much attention to
Yes.
advanced features.
yeah, but mainly it's like it's not like we won't be using as when it concerns to heavy metal update, we won't be using these panels over here, like the advanced features panels, but this is some pieces of UI that we will be using afterwards, probably when the Epic Forge update drops.
Yep.
Okay. So another question from Spacelords. Could you tell us something more about blueprints parts? I recall there being something like that discussed earlier.
I really don't remember any discussion that I was in that was about like blueprint parts, but I guess like in some way like the new weapon part system kind of works as if the old blueprints were like broken into little pieces, so you have to gather like a lot of like 6 or 11 of those pieces in order to build a weapon. But you know, blueprints as we speak right now and in this heavy metal update, they will be like no blueprint parts, no blueprint pieces. Blueprints are still the old
The one and
classic
only.
blueprint that lets you build like a
Yeah.
single weapon. It's just that this time around they are cooler because basically they are for free when it comes to crafting, and they are instantaneous. So
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have any more questions about this system. If that's the case, please let us know. And if not, I don't know, we'll keep talking about the weapon, the forge system. or-
Yeah, just a little bit before
Okay.
we move on to talents.
okay.
Okay.
What can we see here? Well, you wonder, what if I want different ways of forging your weapon, but it's the same weapon? What if I want the Novera done differently? Well, we have introduced 5 new slots, so you can configure it as you really want.
And as you can
So-
see, like slots are super cheap.
You just
They're just like a little
500.
gold, so it's really easy for you to use them if you want
Yeah.
That's cool because you can
That's a
you can
tip.
forge a different weapon for each mission or any specific thing you want to do. So it's cool.
to.
You
Yes,
can
like
adapt.
mainly like the most obvious choice, at least when it comes to myself as a player, is like, okay, I'll forge this Novera in order to have like maximum damage, and then I forge the second Novera that it's more like a farming weapon.
Yes.
So I put everything into, you know, all the points into assigned to Treasure Hunter. So it
Yeah.
kind of works like this. And also when the Epic Forge update comes in, there will be, you know, like more variety when it comes to weapon customization, when it comes to this kind of features that you keep
Yeah.
adding points to. I really can't go into detail right now, but it will even make more sense to have 5 guns, you know, the same kind of gun, but different versions of it.
Sure.
Yes.
Let's see, if you want a weapon just to get more weapon parts in order to make your characters as good as they can, so you can just forge one like I have done. And if you see Treasure Hunter now, it will give you a % more of weapon parts that you can use in your next forge.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, Treasure Hunter, as Lara is saying right now, is like basically mutated into something different, since you're not playing for blueprints when it comes to your daily rewards anymore. So the way it works is that each one of the cases has a maximum amount of weapon parts that it has in it, and you get a proportional amount depending on on how well you scored during that match. So the Treasure Hunter perk right now gives you like the option of adding like some extra percentage to that score, just in case you didn't perform super well and didn't have a perfect score. It kind of lets you like fill that gap in, so you get as much weapon parts as possible. Actually, I don't know if we can go to the wall map, but I think we can show. No, can we? We can't. Okay.
We can't.
So let's not go to the adventure menu.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, if you put the cursor down there, so that we can see the content of that's a deluxe medium case over there. So that's the thing. It contains like. Could you please move the cursor back over there? So you can see like the information on how many pieces of each type it has inside. So the amount that you will get, it will be proportional to that maximum. So 10, it means that you get all the weapon parts. So Treasure Hunter helps you, like upping that score.
You basically centering everything in the forge, so you can have a more personal experience.
Okay.
And further,
Do you mind if I read some questions?
Sure.
Okay. I will pull up. Hi, April. How are you? So you guys make this feel so exciting. I know. This is so.
Thank you.
So, Bakes, question regarding blueprints. At the end of the month, where players receive rewards such as common and rare blueprints, will the blueprints be weapon specific, or will we allow to use a common blueprint for any rider?
That's like the main difference that we have, like between blueprints and weapon parts. When it comes to monthly rewards, the blueprints that you get will still be random and
so
will still be
excited.
tied to a single, like character and weapon. So you'll get like a blueprint for Alicia Snowbearer, and that's the blueprint that you got. And when it comes to weapon parts, they also appear as as monthly rewards. Like you can get weapon parts cases as monthly rewards, and also some of the rarest weapon parts you can get like single instances of those two as monthly rewards. And weapon parts are the ones that really let you build like any weapon, or at least like they are not like weapon type. So that's like the main difference. So yes, blueprints are still tied to a single character and a single weapon.
Seven wants to know more of the new card system.
the clock system.
We renamed it to the new talent system, actually.
Can we jump into it?
So cards are talents
Cool.
now.
Of course, you guys.
Okay, so
So-
here we are.
You know the perks of the last mode? How do you... Yeah.
System?
Yeah, the system of configuration, yeah. It was that you couldn't focus into what was your objective. But now you actually can, because you get to see every talent we have and just try to move towards it. How do you forge a talent now? Well, it takes a talent that you had before. So if let's say you have 3 ways of building new talents. One is the fast, one is the cheap, and the other one is the shortcut. So yeah, as you can see, it takes talent points, as we used to, and also time. 10 seconds, come on guys. That's nothing. So you can go into the cheap and spend a little more time on the forge, or to the fast one. Just spend some talent points that I'm sure you have to spare, and 10 seconds of your time. Let's forge one just to know how it works. And as you see, one talent is destroyed for one is built. You can, of course, complete
But
the
you
construction.
paid gold in order to not wait like 5 seconds?
Pay for everything, man.
Really? Wow.
She can.
If I can, I do pay.
You really shouldn't do that, guys. But well, I mean, it's up to you.
It
But
just gets to my head.
Oh my god.
I guess we're really in a hurry, right? So yeah, we skipped 5 seconds.
Well, 5 seconds of my time.
This
It's
talent
gold.
is really not worth our time, isn't it?
Just queen.
So yeah, the thing is that basically we built like this talent over here that was called dynamic something, right? Can you put the focus back in there so
Sorry,
I can like the new talent that we built? Not this one.
This one,
yeah.
Yeah.
We built dynamic epimorphosis by using the fast approach or option, which is like the more costly one. And on the process, we destroyed this talent from the upper row, which is called frenzy. So that's the thing. The thing is that as you keep going deeper and deeper into each row of talents, the thing is that the cost will keep getting like higher and higher and higher. So it's like way easier to get the first rows unlocked. So for instance, can you please like unlock once again the talent that we initially destroyed? The upper row one? The frenzy one. As you can see, that's like 5 seconds. Please don't skip these 5 seconds.
Why?
Because you're
wanna
wasting
wait.
gold.
Have you said
You want to wait
5
like
seconds?
a loser?
I want to, yeah, but it's just being a loser for 5 seconds. It's really not that bad. Maybe it's more than 5, more like 6. So.
Well, I got bored. I want it now.
So, okay, you have it now. So we claimed it and we have it back again. So that's like the main, like flow that you have when it comes to building talents.
Yeah, guys, it doesn't matter that I do stupid jokes about it. It's not that much time.
So could you please like show us like, could we try to unlock like a talent that would be like in the 5th or the 6th row and, like trace a path until we get there so that, the guys can see like how is it that we get there?
Yeah, sure.
Meanwhile, can I ask something?
Of course, you can.
Okay, 7. Why it seems some cards get highlighted on blue when you are looking for one?
Well, that's a really good question actually. The thing is that each one of the cards, when it comes to the blue cards that get highlighted above that card, it means like the 3 options that can get destroyed. Like every time that I want to build a new talent, there's usually like 3 options. That you destroy this talent, you go fast. You destroy this other talent, you go cheap. You destroy this other talent, you go shortcut. So basically, if you leave the cursor in a single talent card over there, maybe can we go deeper in order to make it even deeper? Yeah, more, I mean more. Like deeper, like in a deeper row. So yeah, if you leave the cursor over here, these 3 blue talents on the upper row that get highlighted, stop moving.
Yes.
Okay, so these 3 blue talents that get
Why do you have to move it?
Basically are the ones that you can destroy in order to get there. So you can trace kind of like a path. And what are the talents below that? Basically are the talents that
you will be able
that
to.
You can. The thing is that the talents that you can craft by destroying that talent. Mm-hmm. So it's like if you want to, unlock this talent, for instance, that you have selected here, let's just trace like a path up there without clicking on anyone. You can choose this one. You can go up there, from there, and then from here you can go up. So you can trace like your path. Like okay, which talents should I destroy on my way down?
Yeah.
And if you guys are guessing like what is the shortcut option about, shortcut basically means that you skip a whole row. So it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of talent points, but you save destroying one of the rows talent. So if you go like from row 1 to 6, instead of destroying like 1 talent for each row, you can keep skipping like from 2 rows and 2 rows and keep jumping like that. So it's like a less destructive way of unlocking a talent, but of course it takes like more talent points and more forge time.
So guys, Shoni is asking, what if a card I want to save is needed to make another card I want? Is there a way to not spam the card?
It's a really good question. Yes, that's the thing with the 3 options. Like you always have 3 options. Like 3 talents that you can destroy in order to get to a talent, and you can. That's the extra flexibility that you need in order to not lose a talent. And of course, like the most completist way of playing that would be like to first unlock the lowest row of all, the deepest row of all, and then when you have like row 9 completely unlocked, then you can start again and unlock the different parts that you need in order to get row 8, and you know, going going up like step by step, you could basically unlock the whole display of talents. So yeah.
So guys, have seen in the screen, we got to the talent we wanted. And it's really easy here to look into the ones you really want and the ones you can spend.
Okay.
They're affordable.
So yeah, Zeben is asking like, can you forge more than one card at the same time? Yeah, please show us.
Do you remember the construction slots?
That's the thing over here.
Well, I'm constructing at the moment 3 talents and 1 weapon.
It's like everything gets put into the same pot, you know.
Yeah, and it's really easy because let's say I want to skip time and I don't want to get out of the hot menu. What do? We just complete construction. Do you want to pay? Of course you want to pay. You pay. And we go back.
And if you
It's forged.
if you wait more time for that weapon to be built, you have to pay less gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's it. And the same applies to talents, by the way. And actually, like even though there's like these 3 options when it comes to talents, which one takes fast takes a lot of talent points. Shortcut also takes a lot of talent points, but cheap is actually like free when it comes to talent points. So even though it's free and it goes right into a forge slot over here, if you have like a lot of gold, as Laura seems to have, like an outrageously high amount of gold, if you're like Laura, then you can skip
like
everything just by paying gold instead of paying talent points. But since you will be limited to select the cheap option, the thing is that you won't be able to select like which one of the 3 talents should I destroy. So you will have like less options when it comes to preserving the talents that you really don't want to lose.
You're asking if it's possible to unlock all cards.
Yes, it is, and I know it's kind of like a really weird logical puzzle kind of thing, but you know, it's mainly if you like to unlock everything, basically you have to focus in unlocking row 9. Once you have row 9 unlocked with the different paths of destroying talents that you had to do, then you can start by filling up row 8.
Yep.
And if you keep going like that, you know, after quite a lot of time or a lot of gold to spend,
Yeah.
and then you can unlock everything. And once you have something unlocked, unless you destroy it afterwards, you can totally equip it like that. There's no randomness involved, no RNG. We totally understood that you really didn't like the old system, so we changed the paradigm like totally.
So, Provolone Ranger is asking, hi, all of the Spacelords characters have many talents, but what are some of your talents?
Of our talents.
Laura's talents. Well, she speaks so well and she's rich.
Yeah, she seems to be rich. I really didn't know that.
No, I'm not. In real life, I'm not rich, but in here, I feel I'm like a queen. I'm the queen of the talent,
darling.
But you can sing really well, though.
What?
When it comes to your talents, you really can sing. Yeah,
Well.
she's a really great singer.
And he plays guitar.
I play guitar.
And she sings.
And here we are, being modest.
No, but not. They asked about us talent. We're not saying. I'm not saying I play guitar well. I just said I play guitar.
And Karen
Karen,
is
what about you?
Me.
badass witch.
You're a witch.
She's really badass.
Yes.
Ah, she is.
Yes,
She rocks.
Well, you just do Kung Fu or something like that.
Yeah. Well, sort of.
well,
Not anymore?
Well,
So yeah, I don't
she's
know.
a kung fu badass witch. She
Badass witch.
rocks. I just want you to know that.
I really like your optimism. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
we are all cool. So yeah, we have many talents. We just want.
Are we?
Yeah,
Weren't we
are.
being modest?
No, but they told us.
You are cooler. No, you are
No,
cool.
you are.
No, you are cool.
what is
So,
going
yeah,
on?
What is going on here in this stream? Really, it's the first time that we are like 3 people here. So We are like getting crazier. So I think we have more questions.
Yes. Okay. Provolone Ranger again. I think I'm gonna have to leave early. Thanks for the stream and thanks for all your hard work over the years, Karen. I miss you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I miss you guys so much as well. So thank you very much for your words.
You're a nice guy.
Oh my.
So yeah, see you in the next stream.
Okay, 7. He's asking when the update arrives. I will have unlocked all the cars I own right now.
Yeah,
Right?
of course.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
not gonna lose it.
All the drone cars that you have right now, which are a maximum of four,
For
right?
yes.
I'm kind of confused right now. So yeah, you will already own that 4,
Yes.
so that you can equip them or destroy them in order to build something cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
That's right.
Milestone.
That's pretty much it. By the way, Laura, there's
What?
something that we really didn't speak about, like the whole Aleph gem grenade kind of thing.
right.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Do
That's
you
the
want
next
to
step.
look
Yeah.
for a matchmaking in order to show it?
Maybe even maybe playing single player or something, you know? Maybe we can show it like that. I don't know. Whatever you like the most. I don't know.
What do I like
what's
the most?
easier? I don't know. Yeah, just to display
What
like
do you
really-
like the most?
Let me see
but-
pizza.
I really like mimosas. My pizza.
No, but I don't know. Maybe it's something that we can showcase as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Because you will get to
Fury.
try it just for yourselves. But
I just
yeah.
really like Fury. I like the judgment, the general marmalade.
Anyway, if you have any questions from the Forge system, the talent system, we are now speaking about the Aleph throwing mechanic, and I guess we are going to speak about the other new additions to the game. But if you have any questions, we can answer
Yeah.
all of them.
I'm sure you have many questions.
Sure. Even off-topic questions like Laura, what's your favorite thing?
We
Things
can
like
talk
that.
about anything,
Your
really.
favorite.
You know, this
Yeah.
is a stream to speak about serious things, but at the same time, we wanted to make it fun. You know, so you guys are
You know,
happy.
that's our way of doing things. We can be really serious, but we can be really silly at the same time.
So yeah, there's this question over here, like
I
really complex username that I really cannot read. It's, will you be planning on releasing any
Try.
new cards on the Raiders? Yes, actually we have some new cards that will be
yeah, sure.
arriving to the game in this heavy metal
I
update.
think they were for Soma and
And I had them
Yes.
in Aneska, I think, right?
yes, I think so. Maybe at the last
Maybe?
part.
It's here. Okay.
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah, Aneska will be receiving like 6 new talent cards,
Wow.
and Soma will be getting 7 new talent cards because
That's
you
a
know
lot
these
of
are like the
talents.
characters that had like less talent cards because they were the lastly released
Exactly.
characters.
You
So-
guys can check the patch notes to see
Sure.
all these things we are commenting right now in case you meet something or
And also,
whatever.
should I say like a few of the talents that were already on the game because of the changes on ammo, they are getting out of the game. If you are interested in it, you can,
Surprise!
I can read the names, but.
The game was getting up.
Just ask for it if you're into that. So you're showcasing here like
I'm just.
an actual match in the development build
Yeah,
of,
I was trying to get
heavy
some
metal.
Aleph,
Where's the Aleph
but
though?
it disappeared in my face.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I programmed that.
Well, I have something to say about it.
I did that.
I did not because I really didn't want to bother you, but that was one of my tasks. Sorry, I'm really sorry.
really funny.
This stream is about being modest, right? So
Yeah,
he can
I
tell.
really did that. I'm
Nah,
so
but-
cool.
Okay, so we have the Aleph. What can we do with the Aleph? Do something cool.
Do you want
For
me
the
to
people
do
watching
something
us.
cool with the Aleph?
Okay, but
Ha-
then it kill.
Whoa.
Gotta
Okay,
explode.
that was kind of cool.
You gotta explode.
So there's
Explosive.
like 2 actions that you can perform with Aleph gems right now.
Uh-huh.
One is dropping the Aleph and it goes like that, so it can be used like during melee action, or maybe if you go like you go running past someone and you just leave the Aleph gem like that. Even while you're dashing, you can perform that move. And the other one,
Yeah.
you have to be aiming right,
And you
once
shoot
you're
it
aiming,
right
you can
to the grunt's face.
throw it or
Or
shoot
to the
it.
antagonist, actually.
So, guys, I know we are speaking about the Aleph throwing, but Blitz is asking, why did you decide, Hernan?
Yes.
You made it. How to? Why did you make ammo infinite?
Yeah, the thing about the whole ammo thing.
No. The last one. Please keep the last one. The last question. You can ask. You can answer. Yeah. Answer.
The last question,
Yes.
you mean the third one, or
The second one is for
the
you.
second
Yes.
one? Yeah. Oh, sorry. We have so many. We have so many questions here. Sorry, I'm getting really confused. Yeah, about the ammo changes that we done on this new update. Just in case you didn't know, we have like unlimited ammo right now. So what that actually means is that you cannot really run out of ammo. That doesn't mean there's like no. We still have to reload the weapon. You still have like a bullets in the charger. How do you say in the cargador?
Charger.
In the charger.
Yeah.
So you still have all those mechanics, but it's just that you cannot run out of ammo. So in consequence, as you can already see, there are like no ammo drops on the map, and basically it was, when it comes to this edition alone, it's like the ammo system and the way that it had evolved over time, it really wasn't that deep. It really didn't add that much to in most of the cases.
You just run out of ammo, and like in most of the cases you were playing, let's say against the Uras, and you somehow end up without any ammo. So it was kind of, it adds some difficulty to the game, but is that what we wanted, or we wanted to provide a better game experience?
Yeah, the thing is that it's not necessarily like super tied to difficulty. Actually, it's mainly tied to some play styles. Depending on your play style. Truth is, if you're playing as a raider, sometimes if you were like really aggressive and kept pushing like the enemy line, it's not like you could run out of ammo. But on the other hand, especially if you were the antagonist, or if you were playing like a local character such as Herrick or Shay or Doldren is better because of his ability. But sometimes you would feel like, oh, I run out of ammo, so I gotta get really close to my enemies like that. And sometimes it would feel a bit not necessarily like something that made the whole experience deeper or richer, but some kind of thing like tramite. I don't know how to say tramite, like something that's like tedious that you have to perform in order to keep on playing, and even if you died, you would still be out of ammo. So we what we are trying right now is, okay, let's get rid of the ammo thing. Let's see how things go out from here, and it kind of gives like an equal foundation for all factions of characters, for the different factions of characters. And it's like in that sense, it's like a bit more not necessarily fair, but it gives like we think it gives more options when it comes to accepting like different playstyles into the game. The thing that's totally true though is that we will still have to tweak some of the weapons that are already present in the game, because as you can already guess, some of the weapons that were balanced taking into account that ammo limitation that you had to deal with, we'll have to retweak some of those. We already did retweak some of those, but we'll still keep gathering that data and feedback from you guys. So just in case there's like some weapons that still need more retweaking.
Yeah, and we want you guys to tell us what you think about it. Like, is your experience more rich? Can we learn from it? Because we want to learn from you, the same as we want to teach you things.
That's right. That's totally right.
So this is a very interesting question from Problem Ranger. Is anything happening with ammo regeneration cards such as Vendetta, since infinite ammo is coming into play?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I have some info concerning the current cards that are ammo based. When it comes to Vendetta, I really don't know right now. I really don't have that info with me right now, but as far as I know, it's not one of the talents that are going to get erased because of the change on the unlimited ammo. We do have though like 7 talents that are going away. So and Bandera is not one of them. But anyways, after the stream, I'll check on that. I'll double check on that with the talents team, and I'll try to gather that information for you guys, just in case there's like some change involved. If there's any, I'll let you know through the official forums. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
There's a very
Sal State X says
That's a really weird nickname.
Salstek. Whatever. I heard I can jump better than Alicia. Is that true? Of course.
Really?
Yeah, I perform
Wow.
parkour every day.
Wow.
How do you know?
She gets to the
office.
the
Yes,
office
that's
in
right.
parkour.
Oh my god.
No need to use
We just
the
say-
elevator, right? Why use the elevator? We can just, you can just
Exactly.
wall jump
I don't
away.
use
Need it.
not stairs, not elevator.
I mean, who needs
Parkour.
an elevator?
I
I'm a
didn't know
spider when actually.
Yeah, that's so from the 80s. We don't need elevator.
That's right. Actually, she's my favorite character. So yeah.
Mine too.
Yes, I know.
This is getting too weird. Are we the same
I
person?
get a bit more. A bit
Maybe
weirder,
it's because
I
we are both witches, but well,
think. You're a witch too.
yes.
Which witch are you? Get it? That was really bad. Let's try to answer some questions so I don't say anymore.
So I don't.
anymore.
Hi Lord Draco. How are weapons without reload being tweaked? Kuzman, Snyder, Valeria in particular.
Yeah. As for today, weapons that didn't have like that reload mechanic, basically will still remain the way they are, and right now, like it's all a matter of detecting those cases in which it's not like some weapons perform better than others in some situations. The thing that we'll have to carefully analyze now with all the data that we gather from matches is, and from you guys, is basically like to try to not have like a flat experience when it comes to gameplay, like something that's really predictable, and like the optimal way of playing is just like performing like this same trivial thing over and over. So as for now, Kuzman weapons, for instance, remain the same. We'll probably have to tweak some of those that usually, like there's this one that takes consumes ammo when you reload it, and you have like infected or electrocuted people with Kuzman. What's the name of that? I always forget.
To what?
Like this Kuzman weapon that you electrocute people, and then you just stay in cover and just press the reload button, and then it deals damage to a lot of people. I know the inner name, but I don't know the official name. So I guess you guys know which weapon I'm talking about, because it's a really weird and usual kind of weapon.
We know the inner name.
Yeah, but that's
It
of
doesn't
no
do
use for them.
anything, yeah.
So yeah, but it's she's a witch, so she can know. So yeah, the thing is that
Are you
we'll
reading
probably
our
have to
pitch?
change
Lichtbogen.
those. Sometimes it's not a matter of tweaking, but
It's
a
the
matter of
Lichtbogen.
reworking. Sorry?
Lichtbogen.
The Lichtbogen, that's the name.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, thank you for telling us, guys. So yeah, I think it's the Lichtbogen. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
and there are other weapons that may feel a bit maybe overpowered, but not necessarily overpowered, but like not fun to use, like not deep enough. So we may have to rework some of them, and some others we may have to retweak them, and it's a different kind of philosophy, but we'll see.
Okay. So Seven is asking how far can we launch Aleph?
Oh, you just ask it in the best time, where I have put it
Why don't
everything.
no, but you can get more Aleph. Yeah, the thing, I don't know if you're asking for the exact amount of meters. I don't know, because it mainly depends on the parabolic.
Quite far.
It's quite far. Yeah, the thing is that the way that it works, unless you throw it like through a cliff or something, the thing is that it doesn't start. How do you say that? It doesn't explode like while it's not flying on air. First, it has to bounce on something. Let's try to
I got Aleph.
to throw it like really far away, like to the other island, something like that.
To the other island.
Yeah, like well, it's not an island.
Well, I have
But
something to
through the
say.
bridge, like that. Try to
going to
make it to
fall.
the other way.
No.
Bye-bye.
No!
Well,
As you can see, it's like really far away, and it doesn't ignite
Leave
until
me alone. Sorry.
it doesn't actually ignite until it runs out of bounces. Like it bounces a little bit and afterwards ignites.
I really
The
thought it was
faster
going to
way
fall.
of igniting gems is just pressing the button and just splatting the
You just
in the
aim
ground.
it and then you press the button down. So there you go. You throw it.
It got ignited afterwards. So
It
yeah,
goes
you can
really far
throw
away.
it really far away, but you have to aim higher. It's a bit of a tricky
Yep.
mechanic thing. And also something that really works for me is that I try to throw it to people so it falls like between the parapet and the enemy, because it also bounces out of or in people bodies, like that, as I'm demonstrating with you. So yeah. Next
So,
question.
He really wants to throw an Aleph gem
No,
on
no, no.
everyone.
So
Nah,
question
that's
from Spacelords. Can Aleph grenade be picked up? Oops.
Whoa.
By opposing party? Like if riders throw Aleph at an antagonist, can the antagonist pick it up? Also, can riders throw Aleph to each other if they are fast enough to pick it?
Wow, that's a super good question actually, because it really changed
The way you play.
when it comes to the previous update that we had before. Right now, whenever an Aleph gem gets ignited, just because it pops out of the ground and you shoot it, just because you plant it, or after you launch it and it bounces around, after it gets ignited, you really cannot pick it up unless you're from the same team. So if you throw a grenade to the antagonist, and let's say she's the antagonist because she's my ally. So you're my antagonist, Ran, and I'm throwing you like an Aleph gem, like so.
I'm going to
This is
crush you.
This is a pen. Well, it's like an Aleph pen. Like then it just bounces around, so you really cannot get. Did it hurt you? But it
Yeah.
doesn't deal any damage though. This was a bug. This shouldn't deal any damage. It just bounces around, and you really cannot peek it.
He hurts me.
Because at the beginning we thought that could be fun in a way, and we prototyped it, and you could throw like grenades to the other team's members, and it felt, I don't know, it was really weird. So the only way that you can actually pick the Aleph that's been thrown or left in the ground, it's if we are from the same team. Like if I'm throwing Aleph to Karen, which is my ally, as you already know,
So we can
like it doesn't bounce. It just, she gets the Aleph.
we
Here,
can say
here's
it in
your
a
Aleph.
song.
Enjoy your Aleph over there.
We can say it in a song. Like, what is Aleph? Aleph, don't hurt me no more.
Oh my god.
Okay, I guess we could. Yes, sure. You're the singer here, so I'm leaving this to you.
I'm not going to sing it. I just wanted to say it
Okay, then
because
just
it sounds so good in my mind.
that's a
Please,
magic.
Please
of
keep doing
Aleph.
jokes. They are amazing.
So yeah, Ziben asks here: do they explode after a time, or do they need to hit the surface first to trigger? That's another really interesting question. Yeah, the way it works, it depends. If you just leave it on the ground like that, it just ignites and it's just a timer. And unless someone from your own team picks it up, it just blows like that. And if you throw it, first it has to bounce out of something. And then when it just bounces like, I think it's like a maximum of 3 or 2 times, just to let you, throw it like a classical grenade, like in a corner so it bounces back. When it falls into the ground, then the ignite visual effect starts like that. And that's like the warning that, okay, if you're someone from the enemy team, you really should get out of there because this is gonna blow up. So yeah.
So Ojuel keeps them Yukeni says Ojuel keeps Pensor and
Pensor.
Giant Mag shield.
That's my shield.
Yes.
That's your shield.
Full team.
Why do you have to always hit me?
Because you're my antagonist.
I miss
Yeah,
my
that's true.
cup.
For today, you're my
Pray for my
antagonist.
cup.
I can be an antagonist every time.
So yeah.
Okay, so the tune. Hi, how are you?
Hey, the tune.
Hi.
So dodging while wounded seems like a good idea to me. If you can counter a grab while wounded, why not dodge a punch? It's like a final saving move.
Actually, we agree, and that's one of the main reasons that drove us to implement it. Actually, could you get like wounded so we can see like how
Come
the
on. Come on, you
wounded
girl.
dodge
Hit it.
Shoot me in the
thing
face.
behaves.
Hit it.
Shoot me in the face. Why wouldn't you shoot me? Shoot me. I want to die.
You're really not dying though.
I'm making an effort. I really want to.
She's running away
Come on.
from you.
She's a sniper, so she tries to get away with you. Do you have like any grunts over there? There's like
Yes,
no
yes,
grunt
yes.
here?
There was
Well,
one
There's one here.
That's a grunt here.
Come on.
Don't kill him.
Shoot me in the face.
parkour like me. Yes.
Okay, so once you get wounded
don't
like
parkour.
this, you're still not wounded. Wow, you're really good in not dying. Okay, so now you perform it like this. As you can see, it's like a clumsy version of the
Well,
of the dodge move. You know, a really clumsy one. But yeah, it can totally save you from some extreme
Yeah.
moment. You know, and
it's really useful.
if you realize, guys, there's been like a couple of consecutive updates in which we have been tweaking and changing the whole wounded state. Why is that? It's it's like the same philosophy as I told you before. Like in the way that it was, the previous wounded state that was like way longer and you couldn't perform any dodge moves. It was like extremely useful when it came to surviving in a match.
You feel so
And
vulnerable.
Yeah,
really.
but the thing is that it wasn't like deep enough. It didn't give you that many options. But sometimes, if you did the right things while you were wounded, that would be like the main difference between life and death. So that's why we try to add some more depth into it and to give more options. So that's why now it's shorter and you can kind of get out of it almost by dodging just like a couple of maybe like a hit or something like that. So yeah, of course now down players, wounded players are deadlier, so you'll have to be careful. And it's, it takes some time to get used to it. At least it took some time for me, but now I don't know, it's a really interesting change. Please let us know what you think when the update deploys.
I think it's really useful when you're trying to. Let's get myself wounded again. Come on.
Yeah, but don't let your stress meter go down though, because if it does, just keep moving like that.
Jump
It's
on
like
the
a jumping
ground.
rabbit though.
Jump, moving on the ground.
Okay. So meanwhile, ERT and BRT77, will you be increasing 100 time? We
No,
already did.
not at the moment. No, we feel like
Well, we reduced it actually.
There's no need, I think.
that we reduced it back in the day in the
I
latter
remember.
update, and right now when it comes to a wounded time, we are keeping it the way it is. It's a short time, and if you perform like a couple of correct moves when it comes to melee and such, it basically lets you out of your wounded state. So right now we feel like both
It's more
the
dynamic.
shortening of the wounded time and the new action that you can perform, it really works, really well together into getting something like more dynamic and a bit deeper,
Okay, so 7. 100 elite will be able to dodge as well.
No, it's just a thing we keep for players.
Yes.
Well, it would be really difficult to hit a sniper that's dodging you all the time.
Yes, it's just like something that we felt it was interesting for the players in order for you guys to have like a deeper situation when it came to finishing people or to try to resist and not being taken down by someone. We really didn't feel like the AI enemies were lacking anything. We feel like when an AI is waiting, for you in order to kill them because they are like wounded like this, we feel like this is actually like a really powerful moment.
Yeah.
Like you go for the kill and it really works like that.
It does.
So yeah.
Well,
Oh, that's way better.
that's a plot twist.
He's a warlock.
It's not a
Is
plot
that-
twist,
is
but a
that
plot
plot
twist. That was actually good. I'm surprised. We actually made a good joke. Wow, please record this few seconds because this was actually a decent joke that we had here. So yeah,
I'm just here for making jokes.
I'm dying right now.
we are all dying.
Oh my god.
Well, do you have any more questions?
Yes, guys, please send your questions about the update.
Do you know, there's something we could showcase. If you could play Imagine the Mouse and the Snake, you know, the stage with the 3 beholders, because we kind of changed that around. So maybe we can display like that.
Just let me finish this big guy here and die. Well, you can say something in the meanwhile about how good this new system of Forge will be.
It's really good, guys.
It's really good.
That's a really short version of the whole thing, but yeah, I don't know. Actually, it's we will be we'll be reading carefully everything that you write on the forums and all the live streams.
They say we make great jokes.
Thank you,
that's
Apollo.
really, okay, that's an optimistic point of view.
No, it's
when
true.
It comes to,
I mean, he's right.
I guess, yeah, that's one of our talents.
Guys, Requiem is asking, can we get a preview of Anescan Soma's new cars?
Yeah.
I guess so.
No?
Can
we?
I'm not sure though, because
That's a good question.
That's a really good question, actually, because
yes,
with these. Okay. We are really sorry, but in this current version that we have here, we have like a.
This is
like a development build
internal
here.
version, yeah.
This is like an internal version. We don't have like the whole content of the heavy metal update here with us now, so we're really sorry, but I'm afraid we really cannot show those.
But you will see them somehow in the future.
Well, when the heavy metal update kicks in, you will totally see them.
Do you have hype? Are you hyping about the new update? You should.
So we have been streaming for an hour. So if you guys want to send your questions about the update, we can read a few more.
Can we see Sakura rework too?
Sure. I mean, why not? Let's do like a short showcase, because as Karen told us, it's been like a while now. But I guess we can make like this little short.
Just for you guys.
Just for you. Just for the guy that asked.
Zenben 007. A lot of changes recently have been removing rewards from ZQC. Is that intended or an After Effects?
Well, that's one way to, if you could, while we are doing this, like prepare like the Valeria weapon and the whole thing, so that we don't go along for so much more time. That's a way of put it into words, I guess, but it's not necessarily like removing rewards from CQC. When it comes to ammunition, it's mainly about not making it mandatory, especially when you are using this kind of characters that are really not well fitted for melee, and it would be a bit uncomfortable sometimes to engage into CQC combat when you were organically drawn into it. And when it comes to Aleph though, that's a really good question, because the way that we feel right now with the Aleph mechanics, we improved the way Aleph drops when you kill someone by performing some CQC finisher on the elite or the antagonist or some enemy player, and the timing when it comes to grabbing and taking the gem, it's a bit shorter when you just shoot at the enemy. So it's actually way safer, especially in the new version in heavy metal update. It's way safer to, whenever you're going for the Aleph, to go for a melee kill. But that said, and we are currently developing some new mechanics concerning the AI elite way of the way that you kill AI elites, like snipers and officers and assault soldiers. So this will definitely not be ready for the heavy metal update, but we will try to deliver to it as soon as possible after the heavy metal update kicks in. And it's basically trying to bring back the way that you would hunt down elites that would have some Aleph overloads, we'll be trying to bring that back by changing some of the AI and some of the mechanics, but we're still not ready to talk about it.
We're working hard on it currently, so you'll get to see in the future.
So yeah, that's the weapon. Okay.
Are you guys going to try to showcase it?
Oh yeah. I thought you were getting into a match in order to showcase the weapon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like really fast in order to show the new Sakura rework that we have here.
We're going to get in Sakura and also play the mouse and the snake, so we can. Well.
No, that was totally wrong.
We're not going to do
My
that.
bad, sorry.
Yeah.
Spacelords, question: do you have any estimate date for heavy metal, or is it still in Cosmos Lab? Well, it's coming soon, in a week or two, but yeah, it's almost there. We are working in the latest details, and so
Yeah.
yes.
We'll finish it for you.
Yes.
Because
We're
we want it to be
basically
good. I mean, this is a great change we have for you guys, so we want it to look good.
I don't know, guys, if it's possible to see the chat, Twitch chat.
The Twitch chat.
Let's bring it here.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Some goes.
That's a crazy chat going on here.
Well.
So Lara, can you showcase the Sakura in some other level though?
Yeah, sure.
Because the guy that asked for it.
No.
Yeah,
No.
just go for this. Okay.
I'm not planning to go on a solo.
It's okay. Now we're reading you.
Now we're singing.
We're seeing you
Yes.
in real time.
Well, I can do better.
I know.
We're being modest once again.
So yeah, let me explain you though, like the main changes that came with Sakura.
Yes.
The thing is that Sakura, we weren't totally happy with the way that it played, because sometimes it would feel again like not. It wasn't like an interesting deep experience. It was kind of trivial or even repetitive for the way that it was initially conceived. So the thing is that besides decreasing the damage that the quantum projectile deals with, which we felt it was a bit way too high, we also changed the way it behaved. So how does it behave right now? Okay.
I'm gonna shoot you in the face.
So the thing is, every time that you bring...
Oh.
Okay, that's really far away. He's really far away.
No.
Don't get killed.
Well, I don't want to die.
Use your witch powers with that
Can
guy
I?
over there.
Can I use
Oh,
my
why
witch
not?
powers? Well, I'm going to use my powers. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Now you can kill me.
So yeah, the way that it works right now. So instead of the projectile, instead of going like back and forth, each time you reclaim it right now, it's like it goes back to your position. So right now, the positions that you're staying in, it becomes like like a key input thing to the whole situation here.
You guys, we played a couple of matches here, and I used to play with Olivia, and the guy was playing with Valeria and this new weapon. Well, he basically destroyed all of us. So
Really?
So guys,
Yeah.
Nightly Cat
Yes.
is asking, is Loti being able to destroy the Guardians in a Brave of Hope a bug or a feature?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Like the thing with the Guardians that you have to overload in order to destroy. There seems to be a bug when it comes to the transformed version of Loath, like the big monster thingy. So yeah, it's not meant to be that way. That's actually a bug. You're meant to overload the downed Guardians in order to actually finish them. So yeah, that's a new Sakura. It's a bit crazier,
I've pulled up things.
and we'll see how things go with
I
it.
really love it.
She says Sakura looks more fun. So
Yeah. it's really more fun. You know,
It's more dynamic. You have to move.
yeah.
It's not like staying there and just.
It doesn't matter that you're a theater. You have to move your body.
Oh, so Spacelords says, was Sakura's effect redesigned? It looks more crisp and less blinding.
It was.
That's a really good question. Actually, we are currently, as we speak, but also we've been for a few months now, like
Oh yeah, this is really...
reworking
Yes.
some of the most blinding visual effects of the game, especially the ones that concern like Aleph gems or projectiles and weapon muzzles and all that stuff. And some of those changes are actually part of the heavy metal update.
Yes.
There's just like a few of them, and we're currently we are actually like reworking like all of them that can be can make you guys like feel uncomfortable, like way too
Yes,
much
you guys asked for it.
shining. So and it was actually like based on our experience playing the game, but also in many threads in our official forums that you told us about, like, oh, I really like this weapon, but I really cannot play it because it's like way too shiny, and you know HDR kicks in and everything gets like super crazy visually speaking.
So we listen to you guys.
So we listened and we
Always.
reacted. So, but there are still like more changes to come. So heavy metal won't feature like the whole rework of all the effects, but some of them will already be there. So I'm really glad someone noticed, because this is something that I'm really really excited about.
You know,
because I really have some issues sometimes playing.
it's
you know.
like when you cut your hair and someone in the office realizes.
Right.
Yeah,
This
it's
is our hard work
never
here.
You know, I cut my hair yesterday, by the way. Did you realize?
Of course.
Of course. You didn't say anything though.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't realize because of
No,
the
I
headphones.
didn't realize.
I see that.
Of course.
So, double question from Seven. Does the ball now able to deal damage all the time, not only when you spin it back, and you don't need the portal anymore after the ball is out?
If I'm not mistaken, well, you're the one playing, but if I'm not mistaken, the portal still serves as an initial.
Yeah.
Right. If your ball
Yes.
gets, honestly,
That's the
I'm getting really confused seeing you play with the chat over there. But if you could confirm it, like so.
Don't be confused. You want to check out the portal, right?
Yeah, the portal still serves as an initial direction. Spawn. Okay.
Yeah.
It actually does. Okay.
Okay, guys,
So
so-
whenever you kill the projectile, it starts back over there. Okay.
Yes.
That's how it
we are reading the last questions, since we have been streaming for an hour and 10 minutes more like. So yeah. Please ask questions about the update or more off topic, whatever you want, and we will finish. Please. I see people thinks this change is really interesting. I chat. Nice haircut by Moonfixer. Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Okay.
You
Yes,
didn't
yes.
realize.
Thank you.
You didn't realize either.
But you see me every day, though.
Yeah.
Maybe they
mine
wouldn't realize, but you should.
Yeah, mine is worse.
Oh, Spacelords. Yeah, I'm so sad because I'm leaving. Because I don't know, it's been 2 years here, and it's so sad to say goodbye. Yeah, Laura has been sending me sad songs every 2 hours today.
I'm just Satan.
That's a really
Yes,
wicked thing to do.
songs. I don't know, titles like "The End" and things like that. So yeah,
From the doors.
she wants
This is
to
the
make
end.
me feel sad more than I am.
Why though?
It's not. I was planning to introduce you some cool songs also, like the one with the, I don't plan to go on a solo. Wake me up before you go. And take me to dance tonight.
Marvelous. I love your voice.
But
So yeah, you shouldn't be sad though, Karen.
yeah.
It was great. It was a great ride.
Yeah, I know. It's been so cool. You guys have been so nice to me and the community. I was telling the Discord channel and Twitter, Facebook, etc. I'm so happy with what we have accomplished during these years, and I know there's a lot more coming in the future, and it's exciting. Spacelords is changing a lot, and yeah, all the team is doing an amazing work. So yeah, I'm getting emotional again. And no, I don't want to get emotional again.
We're really missing you.
Oh, I miss you guys too.
She won't miss you though because she's singing like sad songs.
I'm getting sad too. And I didn't
No, please, no.
If you cry, I don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry again. No. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for all your comments. They are so cool, and I miss you so much as well. So yeah, I don't know.
So that's how we end then, right?
Yes, the stream was so fun. Yes, thank
You
you,
were so fun.
April, and yes, you guys have been amazing. Hernan, Laura, you guys are great.
Stop! You're making me emotional. Why you gotta do this to me?
So yeah, I promise to keep in touch in the community as on the the other side, and yeah, watching the streams and commenting on the chat. So
It's a regular player from now on.
that's right. So yeah.
Stop! That's so sad.
So yeah, guys, thank you so much. I love you all. See you in the next streaming. We hope to see you there.
See you.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.